Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Global Times USA. Please subscribe and like my videos if you haven't already, as we dive deep into the world's most pressing stories with unbiased reporting and in-depth analysis. Today, we're tackling a seismic event that's sending shockwaves through global geopolitics. Ukraine's latest drone strikes on Moscow, where billion-dollar towers are literally burning in the heart of the Russian capital. This isn't just another skirmish in the ongoing conflict. It's a bold escalation that exposes vulnerabilities in Russia's defenses and raises profound questions about modern warfare, urban security, and the human cost of high-stakes retaliation. Over the next few minutes, we'll break it down layer by layer, starting from the exterior chaos unfolding on Moscow's skyline, delving into the harrowing interior scenes of destruction, examining the performance of these cutting-edge Ukrainian drones, exploring the so-called safety features that failed spectacularly, highlighting the unique selling points that make this strike a game-changer, touching on the staggering price tag of it all, and wrapping up with what this means for the future. Buckle up, because this story is as explosive as the footage we're about to discuss. Let's begin with the exterior of this unprecedented assault, where the once impenetrable facade of Moscow's glittering financial district has been transformed into a canvas of fire and fury. Picture this, it's the dead of night on October 7, 2025, and the Moscow International Business Center, better known as Moscow City, stands as a symbol of Russia's post-Soviet resurgence, a cluster of sleek, towering skyscrapers piercing the sky like glass in steel daggers. These aren't just buildings. They're billion-dollar behemoths, home to multinational corporations, luxury apartments, and the nerve centers of Russia's elite economy. The Federation Tower, at 374 meters, the tallest in Europe, gleams with its mirrored exterior reflecting the city's lights, while the Mercury City Tower nearby boasts a spiraling design that evokes futuristic ambition. But in the blink of an eye, that ambition crumbles under a barrage of Ukrainian FPV first-person viewed drones, small yet lethal quadcopters zipping through the air at speeds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour. From the outside, the strikes hit like precision lightning. Explosions ripple across the tower's exteriors, shattering floor-to-ceiling windows in a symphony of glass shards cascading to the streets below. Flames erupt from mid-level floors, licking up the sheer cliffs of these architectural marvels, turning their silver skins orange and black with soot. Eyewitness videos, grainy but gripping, capture the moment, a low hum building to a roar as drones evade air defenses, slamming into the 60th floor of the Okio Tower, igniting a fireball that illuminates the entire district. The exterior damage is visceral, twisted metal girders protruding like broken bones, facades pockmarked with blast craters, and emergency lights flashing in futile protest against the encroaching blaze. Helicopters circle overhead, their spotlights cutting through smoke plumes that rise like funeral pyres, while ground crews in hazmat suits scramble amid the debris. This exterior spectacle isn't mere pyrotechnics. It's a stark visual indictment of how asymmetric warfare can humble even the mightiest urban fortresses, reminding us that in the age of drones, no skyline is truly safe. Now, shifting our gaze inward to the interiors of these beleaguered towers, we uncover a nightmare of disarray and devastation that hits far closer to home, painting a picture of luxury upended in an instant. Imagine stepping into the opulent heart of the Mercury City Tower just hours before the strike. Expansive open-plan offices buzz with the hum of deal-making, where traders in tailored suits hunch over Bloomberg terminals, their screens flickering with stock tickers from London to Shanghai. The interiors here are a testament to excess. Marble-floored lobbies with crystal chandeliers dangling like frozen waterfalls, high-speed elevators whisking executives to penthouse suites, adorned with Italian leather sofas and abstract art worth millions. Deeper inside, residential floors offer panoramic views through floor-to-ceiling glass, kitchens equipped with sub-zero appliances, and spas that rival five-star hotels. But the drones didn't respect these boundaries. They burrowed through shattered exteriors like uninvited guests, detonating payloads that tore through these sanctuaries with ruthless efficiency. In the Okyo Tower's 50th floor conference room, where oligarchs once sealed billion-ruble contracts over beluga caviar, the scene post-strike is apocalyptic. Conference tables splintered into kindling, leather chairs reduced to charred husks, and walls peeled back like banana skins to reveal exposed wiring sparking erratically. Fireballs rolled through corridors lined with Persian rugs, now smoldering tinder, sucking oxygen from the air and filling lungs with acrid smoke that chokes and blinds. Residential units fared no better. Imagine a family apartment on the 70th floor of the Federation Tower. Its modern minimalist decor of white oak cabinetry and smart home systems, now a tomb of wreckage. Plasma TV melted into abstract blobs. Heirloom furniture collapsed under collapsed ceilings. And personal effects scattered like confetti from hell. Wallets, photos, half-eaten meals frozen in time. Emergency responders, clad in oxygen masks, navigate this labyrinth of ruin, their flashlights piercing the gloom to reveal twisted rebar dangling from ceilings and pools of water from burst sprinklers, mingling with chemical runoff from ignited server rooms. The human element amplifies the horror. Survivors recount huddling in stairwells, the building groaning like a wounded beast, elevators plummeting in freefall as power surges fail. One evacuee, a mid-level banker, described to local media how the blast wave hurled him against a partition wall, his laptop exploding in a shower of plastic shrapnel while the scent of burning insulation clawed at his throat. Deeper still, in the sublevels where parking garages house fleets of Mercedes and Bentleys, the interiors tell a story of collateral carnage. Vehicles crumpled like soda cans under falling debris, fuel leaks igniting secondary blazes that tunnel upward through service shafts. This interior apocalypse extends beyond the physical. It's a psychological scar where the sanctum of private life, bedrooms with silk sheets now ash, nurseries with cribs appended, becomes a battlefield, forcing residents to confront the fragility of their gilded cages. Hours after the strikes, forensic teams comb these hollow-out shells, cataloging not just structural failures, but the intimate losses. A child's drawing curled at the edges from heat, a wedding band fused to a floorboard, echoes of lives interrupted mid-breath. The scale of interior damage across multiple towers, estimated at over 20 floors per building, heavily compromised, underscores how these drones, no larger than a backpack, can eviscerate the core of urban living, turning symbols of prosperity into spectral reminders of vulnerability. And as cleanup crews sift through the rubble, ventilating toxic fumes and shoring up compromised supports, the interiors whisper a grim truth. In the shadows of these burning behemoths, the war has come home, not with tanks rumbling down avenues, but with whispers of rotors slicing the night, unraveling the very fabric of daily existence thread by thread. This isn't abstract geopolitics, it's the scent of scorched dreams lingering in elevator shafts, the creak of settling foundations echoing personal tragedies, a mosaic of shattered illusions pieced together from the detritus of what was once untouchable opulence. We'll return to these haunting interiors later, but for now, let's pivot to the performers behind this spectacle, the Ukrainian drones themselves, whose engineering prowess turned speculation into searing reality. When it comes to performance, these Ukrainian drones are nothing short of engineering marvels, outpacing expectations and rewriting the rules of aerial combat in ways that leave traditional militaries scrambling to catch up. Developed in clandestine workshops across Kyiv and Lviv, these FPV drones, affectionately dubbed Baba Yaga by Ukrainian operators for their nocturnal menace, boast a lethal cocktail of speed, stealth, and strike precision that makes them ideal for deep penetration missions like the Moscow assault. Clocking in at weights under 5 kilograms, they're agile phantoms, propelled by brushless electric motors that hurl them forward at 150 km/h bursts, weaving through radar nets with AI-assisted evasion algorithms that predict and dodge incoming fire. In the Moscow strikes, telemetry data leaked by Ukrainian sources reveals a success rate of over 70% penetration, with swarms of 50+ units launched from mobile catapults hidden in forested border regions, covering 100-200 kilometers in under 8 hours thanks to modular fuel cells extending range beyond 1000 km. Performance metrics shine in autonomy. Onboard GPS jamming resistance allows mid-flight rerouting via satellite uplinks, while thermal imaging cameras, borrowed from commercial drone tech but hardened for war, enable operators to lock onto heat signatures of tower HVAC systems from 5 km out, ensuring hits on high-value targets without collateral overreach. Explosive yield: each carries 1-2 kg of thermobaric warhead, optimized for structural penetration. Upon impact, the vacuum shockwave collapses interiors while the exterior fireball maximizes visual terror. Real-time footage from the strikes shows one drone threading a 2-meter gap between anti-drone nets around the Federation Tower, detonating with a force equivalent to 5 kg of TNT, severing a critical support beam in milliseconds. Battery life hovers at 45 minutes per sortie, but swarm tactics, coordinated via encrypted mesh networks, allow relay handoffs, where lead drones draw fire and followers slip through. Environmental adaptability is another ace. These birds thrive in Moscow's autumn chill, with insulated electronics shrugging off -5 degrees C temps, and anti-icing coatings preventing rotor freeze-up. In performance tests simulated post-strike, Ukrainian engineers clocked a 95% hit accuracy against mock urban targets, far surpassing Russia's own Lancet drones, which lag in range and payload. The Moscow operation highlighted endurance too. Drones loitered for 20 minutes over the city, scouting defenses before the Alpha strike, their low acoustic signature under 60 decibels at 100 meters rendering them ghosts in the machine. Fuel efficiency: electric propulsion sips just 200 watts per minute, enabling cost-effective mass production at $500 a pop versus multi-million-dollar missiles. And in the heat of battle, human factors amplify performance. Pilots, often volunteers with gaming backgrounds, manipulate feeds via VR headsets, achieving sub-10 cm precision strikes. This isn't brute force, it's balletic lethality, where performance translates to psychological dominance. Russian air defenses, firing over 200 interceptors, downed only 40% of the swarm per independent analyses. As these drones evolve with machine learning updates, patching vulnerabilities in real time, their performance curve only steepens, promising more such spectacles unless countermeasures evolve just as swiftly. Safety features, or rather, the glaring absence and ironic failure of them in these billion-dollar towers, form a cautionary tale in architectural hubris, where cutting-edge designs buckled under the drone onslaught, exposing flaws in what were billed as fortress-like havens. Moscow City's towers, engineered by global firms like Foster Plus Partners, incorporated state-of-the-art safety protocols, blast-resistant glazing on lower levels designed to withstand tensile overpressure from car bombs, and compartmentalized fire suppression systems with halon gas deluge in server farms. Sprinklers zoned per floor promised rapid quench times under 30 seconds, while emergency generators, housed in fortified basements, ensured elevator functionality and smoke extraction for at least 2 hours. Structural redundancies abounded. Core shear walls of high-strength concrete rated for 9.0 magnitude quakes, and perimeter columns with viscoelastic dampers to absorb impacts. Yet, in the face of drone strikes, these features faltered spectacularly. The FPV warheads, tuned for anti-material effects, punched through laminated glass-like paper, bypassing shatterproof films and igniting interiors before sprinklers activated, delayed by power disruptions from severed feeders. In the Mercury Tower, a safety feature backfired. Automated blast curtains meant to seal breaches, jammed in the up position due to EMP-like pulses from detonations, funneling flames upward via wind-driven convection. Evacuation protocols, reliant on app-based alerts and voice PA systems, glitched under network overload, leaving hundreds trapped as stairwells filled with superheated gases exceeding 800 degrees C. Ironically, the tower's green safety creds, solar-integrated facades and HEPA-filtered air recirculation amplified hazards. Recycled air spread toxins faster, while photovoltaic arrays shorted out, sparking secondary fires. Post-strike audits reveal that drone-penetrable vents, overlooked in designs focused on ground threats, served as unwitting entry points, undermining compartmentalization. For occupants, personal safety gear like integrated building-wide oxygen masks proved illusory, cabinets vaporized in blasts. This litany of failures underscores a broader indictment. Safety in megastructures assumes symmetric threats, not the asymmetric whisper of a 2 kg drone slipping past billion-ruble S-400 radars. As investigators pore over blackened blueprints, the lesson